and capturing. Alright. Hi guys, this is COD Striking Our Fear. And yeah, as you can see right in front of your basically the video, they're showing, like, they're making a commercial about the products they've been showing on E3, and you know, the whole Xbox One reveal and stuff. And yes, they're already asking us to reserve it, which unfortunately I'm gonna have to decline. I'm not really interested right now about this new Xbox One, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I mean, it's the lack of detail about it when they made the revelations, and now the things they're trying to say. Just it's a major turnoff. It's a major turnoff. No, I'm sticking with the PS4. When it comes, I'm planning to have a Wii U too one day. You know, if I make enough. So basically, what I have in mind in console is gonna go with Wii U and the PS4. I'll wait later on for the Xbox One, because one thing is I've learned in history is that always wait until perhaps they have like a better version, because we all remember the fiasco that happened when the Xbox 360 first released, and boy oh boy was it a fiasco. Alright, you don't even have to say much about it. You just have to say Ring of Death, and everyone knows the history of the Xbox One, the Xbox 360 already. Oh God! At least I'm glad right now the Xbox 360 that I have, which I bought later. I bought the 360 that I have is a Modern Warfare 3 bundle, and I'm pretty glad that right now it works pretty much. Thinking like I have a tendency of just overusing it. I got some games on the Xbox 360, although my collection right now is not that big on the 360 side. My biggest collection comes from the PS3. I have way far more games on that console than anything else. But then again, that's normal because I started with the PS3. And if you're asking, if some asshole want to ask me why the fuck did I start with the PS3, the answer is freaking easy. Even though, because I have like, the PS3 that I have right now is just basically like, it's still the huge chunk, you know, basically the huge model. It's not the slim one. And the one that I have is, came with a bundle. It's, I think it's 160 gigabyte. It's the bundle of Uncharted. The first game of Uncharted when it was released, and I bought it on Future Shop. The moment, basically that was 4 years ago, I think. When I bought it, I had like started having a decent job, thank God, and this is the first thing that I thought in buying. Of course, it brought me to zero with the paycheck, but I had to go now. I had to do it right now. And if I recall, there was kind of job that, you know, you only get paid, you know, at each 2 weeks. It's kind of a struggle, but the pay is always huge. I think I was getting paid like $524. And I recall at that time when I bought the PS3, it was still, you know, costing high price. But I decided to go for the PS3 because I knew in the long run it would be the cheapest of the console between the 360 and, you know, the PS3. I was not really interested when it came to the Wii. I still had my GameCube, so I could still just go on. But the reason why I didn't go for the Wii in the first place is because I didn't have the room. I didn't have the place, you know, to play this game. So I mean, it seems, when I look at it, it seems like this game is more comfortable if you play it while standing up instead of just being down. But I eventually decided to buy one later. It was the second console that I bought, and the last console that I bought was the Xbox 360. And I made sure to wait later because I knew with all the errors that had been happening, I wanted to make sure that the version that they would have was one that was completely fixed. And thank God it was. Like I said, it's the Xbox 360. Fucking screensaver. It's the Xbox 360 Modern Warfare 3 bundle. And I'm pretty glad it's working fine. I feel sorry for everyone who bought like the first generation of the Xbox 360. I've been hearing stories about this. It's really freaking sucks. I mean, having your game trash while trying to play it. Some people, well, you get the idea anyway. But yeah. So obviously, I'm going for the PS4. Now I know they're planning to do something about the. I think they're supposed to be some sort of subscription fee, but thank God it's going to be more cheap. It's going to be still cheaper than the basically right now the 360. I don't know how much it's going to cost when it comes to the Xbox One, but at least it's not going to be as costly as when it comes to the Xbox One 360. Although I don't know if it's going to be a mandatory fee. I don't know if the PlayStation Plus is going to be like just for a special feature like they do with the PS3, or it's basically like just overhauling things. I don't know. I don't have much details about that. But yeah, I think I'm getting lost here. Yeah. So when I bought the PS3, from the long run, I knew this game that in the end it would be much cheaper than the 360s because let's face it, the online components in the game. Yes, it's some people have complained of how basically the layers of basically the PS3 is how it looks like, when it comes to selecting games and stuff like that, and basically going for like the PlayStation Store. Some people complain that it didn't look pretty good at all. Well, the thing is that I rather go for something that doesn't look that good compared to something that looks really good, but then you get lost. For me, the PlayStation Store was not much of a big issue. I think when its earlier versions, how you were exploring felt way more easier, and I didn't get lost and stuff. I really knew where to go. Sure, it was twice as long, but at least you wouldn't have to do massive search. Now, when it comes to looking for DLC and stuff, I don't have a scroll of all the game. I don't have a scroll I can just go pick enough, so I have to just type the name of what I want. Sure, it makes it quicker, but I feel like I don't know, because when you search something, you also find something you probably were never thinking of, and you might see a game that you never heard of, and you're like, "Huh, that looks interesting." That's the whole beauty of searching, is that you search something, but you find something else at the same time. And that's also something we cannot lose in current generations, because sometimes developers don't have the capabilities of delivering ads and stuff, so they don't get to shine as much as other companies do. So it's not something to take away anyway. So yeah. Fuck, where was I? Oh, I was speaking with. Oh yeah. Well, anyway. So, yeah. I don't think they're gonna do well. I think when the Xbox One is gonna be released, they're not gonna make awful numbers, but they're definitely not gonna make the mark. They're not gonna reach the mark that they probably plan or think or predict, more precisely, of how much they're going to be able to sell. There's just, I wouldn't even call it Xbox One. Right now, with all the information that I got, I would rather call it Xbox greed, because that's what it is. It seeks to make so much money that it's trying to implement all form of media that you have to ask yourself, how many people actually use? When it comes to me, I'm wondering why the fuck am I spending so much money on a gold membership when I just want to play online games, and I have features like you can go for Netflix and stuff, music and all, but the number of time I've been using it is the equivalence of 0. So for me, it's wasting a lot of money. And with the announcement about the Xbox One, I don't think we can consider the Xbox One a video game console anymore. It's a console, but I would consider it as a video game console. I would consider it as a media console because it's trying to basically bring features like it's gonna have video games. You're gonna be able to have I think having access to cable channels. You're also gonna have you're gonna be able to use Netflix. You're gonna be able to buy games, movies and stuff from Netflix, listening to music and stuff. So yeah, it's not going to be a video game it's not going to be a video game focused console. It's going to be a media focused console, and that can bring some problems. And I think when it comes to the mentality of what Microsoft is thinking is that they're thinking that their Xbox One is going to be a living room console. And you have to ask yourself how many people are going to be playing, their Xbox in the living room. Because for me, all my video game console, perhaps except for the Wii, but my video game consoles, the one I play the most, they're basically right now in my room. They're not in the living room. They're in my room, and that's the only place. I don't have Kinect because I don't have the space. I don't have the PlayStation Move because I don't have the space. So as much as hard they try, I don't know. I think if they start making games that just focus on Kinect, they might gonna lose some clients there. Anyway, yeah, that was a lot of stuff. What else did I wanted to talk? Yes, the Wii is in the living room. As much as I have games for the Wii, it's not like the biggest collections, but because let's just say my dad basically likes golf a lot, and therefore instead of just thinking, oh, I'm going to take my Wii and just go for the living room and take it back, I thought, I'm going to keep it there in the living room. Man, what else? Oh yeah. All right, the backward compatibility. That's something I wanted to talk about. This is a bad business deal. I can understand why they cannot make backward compatibility because you change the components inside a console, and at some point it causes bad interactions between the softwares, and therefore it doesn't work. But that's what emulators are for. I mean, it doesn't stop you from making an emulator that will be able to adapt itself to the new console, and therefore be able to be backward compatible. Because I really think this is really a bad idea to not make console backward compatibility. Because as much as you want, we don't have a lot of space, and it costs like electricity hell. And plug and unplug every time, and that's not funny. I still have like my old generation consoles. I still got my PS2s right now is plugged, ready to play. But the only one that's not right now that's not been plugged is my Xbox original. And unfortunately, we cannot use Xbox One on that one. My GameCube, yeah, I still have that. And yeah, I still got my Sega Dreamcast. I don't know how much of them are actually functioning. I know for a fact that perhaps like the GameCube's still working because I know the machine is a little bit more tough. Even though in small size, it's freaking tough. But I know I'm gonna need to go to do some repairs for. Well, when it comes to the Xbox, don't need so much major repairs. I mean, you just need like to fix the CD access, and maybe the same for the PS2. It has a little problems opening up. When it comes to Dreamcast, I think it's going to be like the laser that I'm going to have to fix, basically the reading mechanism, because it has some hard times, and I think partly, I think it's blame of the 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 cities that I burn. Yes, unfortunately, yeah. Guilty as charged. Yes, I made a lot of burning. I burn a lot of games on CD for the Dreamcast, and because let's face it, you don't need to alter your consoles to play. Basically burn disc on it. It was the most that's what killed basically the Dreamcast. It was not a lack of popularity. It's just that now people could have games for free, and that's kind of sucks. But at the same time, there was like a potential capabilities of that you could actually mod a game somewhere along the line if you had like the knowledge for that, and you could just play it on the Dreamcast. Something that was just on PC and you could play it on the Dreamcast. I think someone did it with Quake 1. And I think till this day, even now, someone could make a game. I'm not talking about like major companies, but I'm talking like any independent people who could make a game right now for the Dreamcast, and it could still be playable because there's not much restriction. Let's just say, except perhaps for the controls. But yeah. So, alright, enough of the talk. I'm wasting time. So, what kind of game should I play? Well, as you know, there's like free games that's been out there. Check out those free games, and that's it. So, let's see what those games are. There's... no, that's the commercial. That's a trailer. So, basically, right now, what these games are, there's Crash Course 2. I can't use this because, let's face it, it's a fucking Kinect game. It has to be. It is. Hang on, what does it need? Maybe it's not a Kinect game. Is it? Oh no, it's not a Kinect game. Oh, maybe later on. Maybe not today, but later on. I don't want to play because that looks like bullshit. Discovered. That doesn't make sense. Harm's Way. It's another one of those Doritos. Not developed. They're not developed by Doritos, but they're sponsored by them. We're going to be playing this one too, Harm's Way, Aegis Wing too, and of course, Happy Wars. Between the two right now that I have, like Harm's Ways and Aegis Wing, Happy Wars is perhaps one of my favorites because it's really fucking chaotic. Oh, it gets really messed up sometimes. This is the answers to, this is developed by, it's made by Microsoft Studios. Wait. I don't want. I think it's distributed by Microsoft Studios, but I don't think they the one who made it. Yeah, developers are Toy Logic. So yeah. So Happy Wars right now is one of my favorite games. It's it's basically like it's Microsoft answers to Fat Princess. Although it's a little bit better. But you gotta admit, there's nothing wrong about feeding a princess until she gets freaking fat. Yeah, maybe there's something wrong. Depending if you have some sort of these kind of weird fetish. So what should I think I'm gonna start with Aegis Wing. Because I'm just gonna play the first stage. There's a multiplayer function in there, but I'm definitely not going to go through with it. It kind of hurts the head. You'll understand. So, Aegis Wing. So I'm not going to do a co-op thing on that one. Just to give you an image, because I'm just going to be playing. So You get different colors. I'm sticking with red. It's my favorite color. Insane. No, normal. Insane. No, normal. Okay, I'm ready. Start again. The background is a real head tricker. Die! I think matters worse, the chip is so fucking small that I got freaking lost. No! I nearly bought it and I don't want. Shield up, asshole. Using something faster. Ah! Uh-oh, I'm fucked. What the fuck? Oh! Shit! Let's bring death to the... Fuck, I got lost! What the fuck was that? Shield. Ah! Oh, the bastard. The bastard! It does nothing! It does nothing! Something fast. Not this shit again! What was that? Ah! That's new. Oh, he's fucked. Nope. Fucking shit. Fucking shit. Shield time. What if I can deflect it? You stay dead! Fuck. And he's fucked! Quitting! Well, you get an idea. Ah, fuck, you get lost in there. Can you imagine in a multiplayer game? Well, like it was only a limit of total of 4. I mean, with 4 players in there, fucking massacre. I would get lost. Yeah, these are the kind of games that I have. Arcade Age of Wings, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, Anarchy Reign, Battlefield 3, Bioshock Infinite, Borderlands 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, Dishonored, Dragon's Dogma. Oh, Duke Nukem Forever. No, wait. Duke Nukem Manhattan Project. Suck it down. Liberty or Death. Dungeon Fighter Live. Flat Out Ultimate Carnage. Unfortunately, I think basically the servers are down, so forget the multiplayer games on that one. Motherfucker. Gotham City Impostered. Oh yeah, I have fun with this one too. Halo 4. Happy Wars. We'll get one in a second. Harm's Way. Hell yeah! Wrath of the Dead Rabbit. Hectic HD, I'd never touched. Hybrid, yes, I did. I did play it. I mean, Hydro Thunder. No, that's just a demo. Automatically came with it. Oh yeah, Kingdom of Amalur, Reckoning. And plus, I'm not planning to touch that. Peggle. I got the full game. Pupcat. Yeah. Was it the company that got canned? I don't know. Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Now in Stage D. Of course, the same goes for Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, Risk Faction. I never played it. Saint Row the Third. Serious Sam. The First Encounter. Silent Hill Downpour. Sleeping Dog. State of Decay, which I made. I think I made one video about it. I'm pretty far in it, sort of. Not in stories, but in terms of materials and stuff. Ghost Recon Future Soldiers. The Dishwasher. Dead Samurai, yeah. The Witcher 2. Trials of Evolution and Trial HD. No, I just got the demo and stuff. So, yeah. And the game we're going to be playing, like I said, it's going to be Happy Wars. So, let's start. I got my mic on, so... I got the headset mic on. So they're going to be hearing me, too. What's so joyful about war? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Happy Wars. Yay! Charge to your death! I hope there's gonna be people playing this game. Let's see what I unlocked! Just money. I'm not gonna reach that gold chest, man. No. I mean, I'm not gonna reach it. That's obvious. So, let's see. Let's play! Of course. Item shop. Okay, whatever. Oh, happy tickets. I don't have happy tickets. Happy tickets, I don't have. I'm gonna have to go random. Happy spinner! That's how you spend your money that you gain. Happy coins! No, happy stars. Oh, let's see what I have. Let's get a new weapon. Oh, fuck you! Well, it might be something. Let's try that again, please! Nice! I still honest. Why the fuck is that? Why is there meat? Why is it meat becoming a weapon? You don't beat the crap out of it. You don't beat the people the crap out of it. You fucking eat it. Fuck. I'm not lucky, right? I mean, I was expecting something more powerful. But no. Calm yourself down. There's no need for you to have an orgasm about it. Rainbow! What the hell? Okay. This. Maybe this. My head is spinning! Huh! Respawn speed, yes. Okay. We all love that. Another one like that. Why are you so freaking joyful, damn it? I told you, it's not something for you to have an orgasm about. This and that. Let's go! Give me something good, damn it! Oh, it has to be the green! Whoa. Okay. Man, I'm gonna go for that. And, So... Happy Dance one. Alright, let's go with weapon. Weapon is important. Weapon is important. What? Because I'm gonna beat some... Whatever the hell they're supposed to be. Magic attack up! Oh, that's nice. Alright. Let's leave it at that. And see... Equip. There's something powerful. Oh, yeah. Equip item. It's the same crap. Better sell them. I don't need. Tack up, tack up, tack up. Fuck. Sell. 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 Sell, of course. And, well, whatever. No. Wait! Fuck! Okay. Wanna lay my shield? Yeah. Yeah, it's still freaking lame ass. Okay, I figure, yeah. Save! Oh, he has a nice face, doesn't he, huh? So... Which is more important? Anti-material or... Let's go with anti-material. Breaking stuff up. Get rid of that. Get some money. Get that. More money. Nope. I want my space! Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yep. Okay, that's fucked up, but okay. That. Look at that. Okay. And that's the same. I'm gonna be done anyway. Plus 18. That makes it superior. That's awesome. Should I? Let's go with that. What a journeyman. So let's go with that one. That one too. Okay. How long gonna do? Magic defense down. Oh, you little prick. Give her that. Yep. Alright. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm done. We can start the game. Multiplayer! Yes, there's a single player, but we're gonna do the multiplayer! What? Because I feel like it! Alright, let's start. Shit, that was faster than usual.